गुड मॉर्निंग फ्रेंड्स। आज जो हम डिस्कस करने वाले हैं क्लास 10th का चैप्टर 14 सोर्सेज ऑफ एनर्जी। आज हम इसके सारे ब्लू बॉक्स क्वेश्चन आंसर्स को सॉल्व करेंगे। तो चलिए टाइम नो वेस्ट करते स्टार्ट करते हैं। पहला क्वेश्चन आते हैं, व्हाट इज अ गुड सोर्स ऑफ एनर्जी? आंसर, अ गुड सोर्स ऑफ एनर्जी फुलफिल्स द फॉलोइंग। पहला क्या है? इट प्रोड्यूसेस अ लॉट ऑफ हीट per unit mass. Second point, it does a huge amount of work. Third, it is easy to store and transport. Fourth, it is easy to accessible. Fourth, it is economical. And fifth, it provides less amount of smoke. Second question, what is a good fuel? A good fuel produces a huge amount of heat on burning, does not produce a lot of smoke, and is easily available. Third question, if you could use any sources of energy for heating your food, which one would you use and why? Natural gas can be used for heating and cooking food because it is a clean source of energy. It produces a huge amount of heat on burning. Although it is highly inflammable, it is easy to use, transport, and it does not produce much smoke. Question number 4. What are the advantages of a fossil fuel? It releases oxides of carbon, nitrogen, sulfur, etc. that causes acid rain. Sorry, I said disadvantage, not advantage. What is the disadvantage of fossil fuel? The disadvantage में क्या है? It releases oxides of carbon, nitrogen, sulfur, etc. that causes acid rain, which affects the soil fertility. Burning of fossil fuel produces gas such as CO2, that is carbon dioxide, that causes global warming. Burning of coal and petroleum produces a lot of pollutions, causing air pollution. What are the disadvantages of fossil fuel? जो मैंने भी बता दिया. Why are we looking at an alternative sources of energy? हम दूसरे source of energy की तरफ क्यों जा रहे हैं, क्यों देख रहे हैं? Sorry. Fossil fuel, which has been traditionally used by human beings as a kind of source, are non-renewable sources of energy. These sources of energy are limited and can be replenished on its own. They are being consumed at faster rate. At this rate of consumption continuously, then the fossil fuel would get exhausted. Therefore, we have to conserve these energy resources. Hence, we should look for alternative sources of energy. How has this traditional use of wind and water energy been modified for our purpose? To use energy for flowing water, large dams and built on a hilly regions to store huge amount of water at a height. The storage of water from a high level in the dams is carried through a rough pipes to the turbines of the bottom of the dam, which runs the hydropower plant. Similarly, the wind energy is used to generate electricity. For this purpose, the rotation motion of the windmill is used by the turbine for generating electricity. What kind of a mirror, concave or a convex, would be best suited for the use of a solar cooker? सोलर कुकर में कौन सा बेस्ट यूज होगा? Large size concave mirror are best suited for the use of solar cooker because they focus large amount of solar radiation on a small surface area, so temperature were released quickly and appropriately. What are the limitations of the energy that can be obtained from oceans? Energy from the oceans can be obtained from the form of a tidal energy, wind energy, ocean thermal energy, but these energies suffer from the following. The problem क्या क्या आती है? There are very few locations where the dams is used and the tidal energy can be built. Cost of utilization of the powerhouse is extremely high and efficiently for power plants in a small. Power plants built in oceans or at sea sources will need a high continuous maintenance. अब आते हैं, what is a geothermal energy? It is energy made by heat inside the earth crust when used to generate electricity. The geothermal power plant typically offers consistent power. What are the advantages of a nuclear energy? For a given mass of a fuel consumed, the amount of energy released is extraordinarily large. Nuclear power plant can be designed and constructed at any places. A major fraction of the earth need can be obtained from the nuclear energy sources. Can any source of energy be pollution free? Why and why not? We shall call a source of energy to be polis- to a pollution free if neither it causes any pollution during its actual operation. As an example, solar energy is clean and pollution free sources, but the assembly of the solar cells may have caused pollution. Thus, no source of energy is a complete pollution free. Question number 12. Hydrogen has been used as a rocket fuel. Would you consider it a clean fuel? For CNG, why and why not? Hydrogen can be considered as a clean fuel because it burns, produces water vapor, which is a non-pollutant, but its range and transportation is very costly. Yeah, very difficult. Thank you friends for watching my video. If you like my video, please share it with your friends and family. Thank you.